we are going to bring out the Guardians who have slayed Crota all over again. Nice. Work it, hit your mark, just look at that. They're just bristling. Check them out.
Yeah. I mean, you can see them from a distance, that's for sure.
Yeah, exactly. These
and
guys
when you
are
get
painting
close,
targets on themselves in the Crucible.
Yeah, notice how the energy is just flowing out of them, and it's just a constant wave of bright light. Definitely, like, my favorite set overall, I think, and the Warlock in particular, very nice.
Cool. And talk to me about how else this energy impacts the game experience.
So, yes, we did something really special here. And what we did is, if you get damaged, then you'll notice what happens is that glowing Crota energy rebounds and protects you for a split second.
This will only hurt for a second, my friend.
And then, as you recover, it grows back out.
That's so cool.
Super cool.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun coming up with that. And of course, you've got the floating rocks there too, which is just like the cherry on top.
All right. Of course, we're gonna have tons of fun with this on all the characters, so you can see. Really cool looking.
Yeah, I never get tired of that.
This just looks like some sort of exotic dinosaur from Jurassic Park or something like that.
Yeah, I had the pleasure of making the Titan for this one.
Wow, really cool, really cool. And the floating rocks almost seem to become aggravated.
They do, yeah. When you're damaged, they shake around a little bit as they try to recover, and then they get into a stable state and chill out a little bit.
Yeah, this is almost an interesting piece of player feedback as people are raiding together, or as they're playing together. It's like, sir, you have no horns, sir. Get behind me, get behind me.
No horns on my X.
There's no horns. No horns on my X. I'm absolute. I have no horns. One more time. All right, Josh, over to you.
Yeah,
Talk to me about the guns.
So this is a standard issue Word of Crota, and the
Yep.
reason he has that versus the exotic adept version, which does exist to be clear, is because in his secondary slot, I believe he has a black spindle, and you'll notice my hesitation there. If we could get him to change, that'd be amazing. But
Yeah, show us your sniper. Oh,
all right.
Man.
So here's the thing. Black Hammer, as anybody who's played Destiny post-Crota knows, was real good. Real good. And in the after we kind of let it sunset, we brought back Black Spindle as an exotic to fill that space. But again, as an exotic, because
show us that sniper, Guardian.
Correctly
Show us that sniper.
set its power level.
Thank you.
So we've chosen to leave Spindle and Black Hammer, never to be heard or seen again, was lost, I'm afraid, into Crota. So for those of you wondering where it is, that's the God's honest truth. Too good to bring back. So get your Spindle and have fun with that instead. But on happier terms, if you go past the Oversoul Edict and go all the way down to the Titan, I believe what you will find in his hands will make people happy, which is the Necrochasm. So here's the thing. Mythoclast totally had its day in the sun.
Yeah.
Its days will live on in infamy, I'm afraid. The Necrochasm never quite got that. And so what we've done this time around is, one, it has an ornament that can be applied to it. But it also previously had an effect. It's an assault rifle, as many of you know. And if you got a precision kill with it, the guys would explode and deal damage to those around them. But assault rifles, turns out, harder to land precision hits when you need them than you may think. So now we've updated the Necrochasm. So when you get a kill with Necrochasm, any kill, the victim will explode, dealing damage around them. And so this should be a much more potent and devastating weapon. We've also, and I was going to save this to later in the show, but you know what? We're improvising. So
it's live, baby. Do what you want.
ARs have also gotten a boost in general, and so are more potent. We can talk about the details of that a little bit later on. But just so you know, Necrochasm, real good.
Real good. All right, let's take a look at the whole set. Guardians, swap weapons. go. They're your old favorites. Coming back at max light.
Ready to be used again.
An Iron Banner sometime in the near future is just going to be quite the cacophony of different pieces of armor, different weapons. I mean, if you think back in the day, you know, in year one, this was how you looked like the ultimate badass. You were wearing the current raid gear, you were wearing the current raid weapons. But now that you can mix and match that stuff, I think we're going to see some really interesting combinations.
Yeah, I think that's the most exciting part about this release to me is with everything coming up, people can look the way they want to look and play with the toys they want to
As
play
the
with.
community has said, make these things relevant again.
Yep.
And you know, inviting a Guardian to dress down into some weaker gear and go play an old activity, that's just not the way they think. It's not the way they roll. So everything is back. Everything is powerful. Everything is an option. And because we're not adding additional light to achieve, you know, we're all at 400. When these things drop, just add it to the mix.
Yep, just start using them.
All right. Thank you, champions of Crota's End. You are dismissed.